A new position has been created at Otago Museum and a local academic appointed to the role. Dr. Craig Grant is the museum's new Director of Science Engagement, and he joins us to explain the job and what he hopes to achieve. Good evening.
Hi.
Tell us about this new role you've taken on.
Well, it's a Director of Science Engagement at the museum, and it's really to kind of build on a bunch of stuff that they're doing already around the discovery world and just getting kids excited about science, and to really to take that to the next step. So there's plans for a planetarium for the before the end of the year, and then there's a whole bunch of new stuff that government's doing about trying to get communities more engaged in science. So the museum's taken a bit of a lead role in that as well.
What excites you most about this job?
Oh, I mean, it's a passion of the people there. I mean, I think when you grow up, you want to either be a policeman, work in a zoo, or work in a museum, and that combined with the science, it's great. You see the kids come in, you see them get it, and you see them go away just buzzing. So it's seen that experience.
What was your previous job?
I worked just across the road at the University of Otago, so working more in terms of trying to get the researchers connected with companies and regional councils and the like, and helping them with their funding applications. Yeah.
So what do you hope to, or how do you hope to enhance people's museum experience?
Oh, well, I think they have a good experience at the moment, but I mean, I think by bringing in some of the new science activities, the museum's got a really great partnership with the Otago University, with the Dodd Wills Centre, and some of the cool stuff they do around optics and that. It's just really hands-on experience for the kids, and for the general public, for the parents as well, understanding where science is going, new technologies, new techniques.
What are some of the challenges in this role?
Lots. I mean, the time frames for doing a bunch of stuff is are chronic. There's starting a new role is bad enough, but then there's a whole bunch of stuff we're up to try to deliver over the next wee while. One of the big projects is the Otago Participatory Science Project, and the museum's leading that, and that's got to gear up very quickly.
So how do you plan to address those projects?
Take one step at a time. I'm lucky that there's a fantastic team there in the science engagement team, so they basically look after the day-to-day stuff. You know, school holidays at the moment it's organised chaos, but then I'm just working in behind the scenes, if you like, trying to gear up the new initiatives, and it's just trying to keep some momentum behind them.
What's your vision for the museum's science department?
It's really to grow it from where it's come. I mean, I think it's really recognised as a great place to engage in science, and there's just huge opportunities. I think there's more recognition that museums are this hub for the community, and to use that as that kind of infrastructure to where people can come, engage with science, engage with scientists. And I think, you know, taking that not just through to the Otago Museum, but through the network of museums around New Zealand, I think we can have a really kind of expansive role in that regard.
What attracted you to science?
David Attenborough's Life on Earth, and a couple of really good science teachers at school.
Oh, wow. And tell us about your role in the Otago Participatory Science Platform. That's a nasty word.
It's a mouthful, and it's a kind of still a work in progress. So it's a project that's really to try to get community groups engaged with science. So how do you connect folks looking at water quality, wildlife, but getting them hooked in with the scientists. And Dunedin and Otago's got some fantastic science capability in museums and the CRIs, and so my role is really to try to make that happen, kick it off, get some momentum behind it, build awareness in the first place. So.
New Director of Science Engagement at Otago Museum, Dr. Craig Grant. Thank you so much for your time.